Imagine living in a city that literally changes shape. Every morning at 6 a.m., the ground begins to rumble. Skyscrapers fold up like building blocks, retracting into the ground. The streets you walk on flip over, and a completely new city rises from beneath the earth, a world you are never allowed to touch. In that other world, the sun shines bright, and the air is sweet. But in your world, the sky is always dark. Your day only lasts for 8 hours, and it happens entirely at night. This isn't a horror movie. This is the setting of Folding Beijing, a Hugo Award-winning novelette by Hao Jingfang. In 2016, this story beat Stephen King to win the Hugo Award, making Hao Jingfang the second Asian writer after Liu Cixin to receive this honor. Today, let's unfold this city and discover the brutal social allegory hidden beneath its sci-fi surface. The story takes place in a futuristic Beijing. To accommodate a massive population, the city is engineered to fold into 3 separate spaces. This isn't just geographical segregation. It is the ultimate exploitation of time. First, there is first space. This is the front of the earth. Here lie 5 million elites and administrators. They enjoy a full 24-hour cycle, from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. the next day. They have the best environment and the widest streets. When first space goes to sleep, the city folds. Then, second space emerges. This is home to 25 million middle-class citizens, white-collar workers, and students. Their time runs from 6 a.m. the next day until 10 p.m. They get 16 hours. When their 16 hours are up, the city folds again. And finally, it's time for our protagonist's world, third space. This space is crammed with 50 million laborers. They only exist from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., a mere 8 hours. When they finish their exhausting work and prepare to sleep, the world flips and first space rises above their heads once more. Do you see the math? 5 million people own 24 hours. 50 million people share 8 crowded hours in the dark. Here, time is currency, and poverty means you don't even have the right to see the sun. Our protagonist is Lao Dao, a waste worker living in third space. He is 48 years old, single, and lives surrounded by the smell of garbage. He leads a humble life, but he has a soft spot, his adopted daughter, Tang Tang. Lao Dao wants Tang Tang to go to a decent kindergarten one where she can learn music and dance. But the tuition is astronomical, costing more than he could save in a lifetime. Desperate for money, Lao Dao accepts a dangerous job. He must smuggle himself from third space, travel through second space, and infiltrate first space to deliver a love letter for a graduate student named Qin Tian. This is an adventure across class lines. Lao Dao climbs through waste chutes, dodging surveillance cameras, and witnesses the terrifying mechanical beauty of the change the moment the city folds. He first meets Qin Tian in second space. Qin Tian is a naive student who believes love can conquer class barriers. He has fallen for a girl named Yiyan in first space, but cannot see her due to the segregation. Risking his life and limb, Lao Dao finally crawls into first space. The contrast shocks him. There is no crowding, no stench, only vast lawns, forests, and elegant people. But the truth is cruel. When Lao Dao finds the girl, Yiyan, he discovers she is already married to a wealthy man. Her romance with the student was just a fling, a way to spice up her boring life. She gives Lao Dao a large sum of hush money to return and lie to the student, to tell him she still loves him but can't be with him. Lao Dao takes the money. He has no room for moral judgment. He takes it because this money is exactly enough for Tang Tang's tuition. If the story ended here, it would just be a standard adventure. But what makes Folding Beijing a masterpiece is a conversation Lao Dao overhears in first space. Lao Dao stumbles into a high-level banquet. There, he meets an old acquaintance who climbed up from third space, a man named Lao Ge. At this banquet, Lao Dao learns a chilling secret. First Space already has the technology for fully automated waste processing. Machines could process all the trash faster, cleaner, and cheaper than humans. So, why do 50 million people in third space still sort garbage by hand every night? A high-ranking official reveals the truth. It is for stability and employment. If machines did the work, what would those 50 million people do? As productivity rises, the society simply doesn't need that much labor. To prevent mass unemployment and the riots that would follow, the rulers deliberately preserve this inefficient manual labor. They stuff the poor into the night, keep them busy, and feed them. By folding the space, they physically isolate inflation and social unrest. The poor don't feel the rising prices because they never see the goods sold in first space. It is a gentle cruelty. You think you are working to create value, but your labor is just a simulation, a game designed by the rulers to keep you docile. In the end, Lao Dao returns to third space, wounded and exhausted. But with the money, he doesn't expose the truth. He doesn't start a revolution. He simply pays the sponsorship fee for the kindergarten. He watches Tang Tang sleep, hoping that one day she might learn to sing and dance and become a lady. This is the most realistic and powerless part of folding Beijing. Lao Dao risked everything, saw the hypocrisy of the upper class and the cruel truth of society, but he changed nothing. He is still just one of the 50 million. He still has to wake up at night to sort the garbage that doesn't actually need him. Reading this story sent shivers down my spine. Although it is science fiction, the reality it reflects is terrifyingly clear. Is our own society being folded in some way? Algorithms create information bubbles so we don't see each other's lives. Housing prices and education costs are solidifying class boundaries. As we approach the age of AI and automation, will we face the same fate as Lao Dao? Will we be grateful just for the opportunity to be exploited? Folding Beijing offers no solution. It simply unfolds the possibility before our eyes. It is a story about the future, but it is also a warning for the present. Thank you for watching.